Hello and welcome back to These Blind Eyes 6580. Alright, for those that are keeping up with all my videos, I have made my cabbage slaw, I have my potatoes ready to make my potato salad, and now I'm getting ready to boil some eggs, and I'm doing it in an Insta Pot. I'm only doing 6 eggs. Okay, first off, I've got approximately 2 cups of water. I don't know that that much is actually necessary, but that's what I have in my Insta Pot. Now, for those who can see, here's the egg rack that you can get with your Insta Pot. I am not putting my eggs in it. I am putting it in the bottom of the Insta Pot, so my eggs aren't sitting in the water. I guess it probably doesn't matter. Well, you'd still put the eggs in the rack, but it only holds 7. I could get away with it this time. I'm only doing 6 eggs, but for those who can see, this is the steamer that you can get with it. Those who can't, it looks like a colander, like a strainer. It's a basket. It's got 2 handles on it. Now, when I do my deviled egg video for you guys, which isn't going to be today, but when I do it, I'm going to have 18 eggs loaded in this puppy. That's part of the reason why I prefer it. But for this, I'm just boiling eggs for my potato salad. I doubt that it'll take 6 eggs. But now I'm going to take this and put it on top of the egg rack inside the Insta Pot, so it's sitting above the water. It'll be easy to take out. Make sure I get my lid on this thing. Alrighty. Now, the thing is, 7 minutes. You set, if your Insta Pot has a setting for eggs, fine. If it doesn't, set it for 7 minutes. It'll build the steam up, and then once the pressure is built up, then the 7 minutes will start. My Insta Pot will only beep at me one time. It's 3 beeps, but it only beeps one time. So if I'm not here to hear it, I'm going to miss it. And not being able to see, that's not good, because then I won't know how long you're sitting there. So I will be hanging around. When it's done, I let the steam out of the Insta Pot. Take the lid off. I use oven mitts because it's going to be hot. Like on the other video, I will put these in ice water. The difference is I'm not cracking the eggshells first. I am just going to pick up the basket itself and put it into the bowl of ice water. And then I'm immediately going to start peeling the eggs. So much easier than dealing with doing it off on the stovetop, if you're able to do it. I have done a little bit of research. I have found Insta Pots that are Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capable, which typically means you can download an app to run the Insta Pot from your phone. If you're a blind, once again, they're not cheap, but worth the investment. For me, it's worth it just for the eggs. I've not used my Insta Pot for anything else, but people use them for all kinds of meals. So, either way, I'm going to get this started and then come back and show you just how easy it is to peel these eggs. Alright, now it isn't done yet, but just to make sure, I wanted you to hear when it beeps, hear me drain the steam out of it, and hear me put it in the water. Just so you know, I'm not making crap up. I mean, it is that slick, that quick, and that smooth. Right now, I did put on oven mitts, like I said. It's a pressure cooker. It's hot. So I'm not reaching in with my bare hands to grab those wire handles of that basket. Next to the counter here, I have a big metal bowl with ice water in it. The same bowl I used when I did the stovetop boiled eggs. Difference is, I'm not cracking these eggs I'm not cracking the shells before I put them in, because with the stovetop, you want to do that so cold water can get between the membrane and the egg itself, and it'll help peel them. Just, there it is. Just beeped. That 3 little beeps. I don't even know if you could hear it. Right now I'm draining the steam. You can probably hear that more than you could hear that beep. But either way, it's just so much faster. I was almost disgusted when I got an Insta Pot and found out how fast and easy it was to boil eggs and peel them. The thing is, you can't take the lid off until you drain the steam because of the pressure that's built, which is actually a good thing, because if you were able to crack the seal to it, it'd probably blow the lid off and it could hurt you. Hell, honestly, it could probably kill you, in all honesty, but... Just like that, the lid is off. Got to hold to the basket. Down into the ice water it went. Take my oven mitts back off. Almost seems like a waste to use the Insta Pot for something that quick and simple, but it's just so time consuming doing it any other way. Cracking the egg all around the shell, rolling it without putting a ton of pressure on it. Start peeling it into this bowl. Now, like I said, it is such a massive difference from the stovetop as far as how much time it takes. If you're going to make deviled eggs, plus the eggs are so much better as far as the shape they're in. For those who can see, there's not a freaking scratch or a dent on that puppy. Now I'm already shelling them, already peeling these things. These shells do everything but fall off. So easy to get your thumb kind of under it and just kind of twirl if you got it cracked, and then roll it around like I do to kind of crack the shell all around. I basically just have my thumb under the shell and keep spinning the egg. And that shell just comes right off. It is insane how much easier it is peeling eggs out of the Insta Pot. I'll have to pick some of the shells up, but just so those who can see might be able to see what I'm talking about. I got my thumb under the shell, and I am just kind of spinning the egg and holding my thumb in place while I'm spinning the egg, and just like that, the shell's off. Shell's off. Now these eggs, I'm not making deviled eggs, I'm making potato salad. And I like egg white in my potato salad. So, just figured since I did the stovetop, I'd show you how easy it was with the Insta Pot to boil these eggs, since I was going to be boiling some anyway. Like I said, it feels like a waste using an Insta Pot just for a half dozen eggs, but fact is, when you take into consideration everything that I had to do for the half dozen eggs that I did on the stovetop video, I'll tell you what, it isn't that much of a waste at all, really. Depends on what you consider a waste. If you consider your time wasted, then the Insta Pot definitely is not a waste. I don't think there's going to be many people watching this for a little bit, because the National Federation for the Blind, I believe, NFB, has its yearly convention down in Houston this year. It starts tomorrow, and so everybody I know is going to Houston. For one, I didn't know about it in time. For two, if I'm going to Houston, it's going to be to rock out, not go to a convention. Not unless it's Alcoholics Unanimous. And that's a joke. I'm not an alcoholic. Just... oh, Lord. Said you can't joke around because people take everything you say so seriously. But yeah, just, I mean, as fast as the peeling of the eggs went with the last time with the stovetop eggs, I mean, this is just insane. Because that's it. That's all 6 eggs. Just that quick. And it is done. So like I said, check, if you're blind, check for the Bluetooth/Wi-Fi capable Instapots, because typically you'll have to do some research on it, but typically you can download apps that allow you to run it from your phone so you don't have to see the displays. Comes in kind of handy. So, like I said, I'm going to be making a video now for my potato salad, because that's what those eggs are for. So, questions or comments on this or anything else, hit me up. LittleMB6580 at gmail.com. Till next time, y'all take care.